The Minnesota Vikings are facing a massive risk that could ruin their long-term offensive stability if they don't act right now. We are just days away from the draft, and the decision made at pick 18 will determine if this team stays a contender or falls into a dangerous trap. With key players heading toward free agency very soon, the immediate consequence of missing on this pick is too high to ignore. You need to stay informed because the season's impact starts next weekend. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get every insider update before anybody else. Kenyon Sadiq is the name that every Vikings fan needs to be watching very closely as we approach the draft. This young athlete from Oregon is a special talent who could change the way this offense looks for years to come. Right now, the Vikings are in a situation where they have to think about the future of the tight end position. We know the team has talent there now, but that might change very quickly after the next season. The core idea here is simple. The team needs a player who can catch and block at an elite level. This matters now because the draft is only a week away and the front office is looking at their board. They are looking at Kenyon Sadiq because he has the speed to get open and the strength to help the running game. If the team waits too long, they might lose out on a player who can do it all. We have to understand that building a sustainable contender means planning for holes before they even open up. This young prospect is a big-time athlete who can step in and provide immediate depth while learning the system. The front office knows that finding a player with his explosiveness is not easy, especially when you are picking in the middle of the first round. By taking him at 18, the team secures a vital part of the offense for the next 5 years. This is about making sure the quarterback always has a reliable target who can create mismatches against slower linebackers. It is about making sure the offense does not take a step back when veteran contracts expire. The situation is very straightforward for Minnesota. They have 4 picks in the top 100, and they must use them to fix the biggest risks on the roster. This young player represents a solution to a problem that many fans might not even see yet. He is a versatile weapon who fits perfectly into what the coaching staff wants to do. If he is available when the Vikings are on the clock, it is a move that makes perfect sense for the future of the organization. We are looking for players who can win one-on-one battles, and this prospect does that every single time he is on the field. The countdown to the draft is on, and this news is changing how we look at the first round. TJ Hawkinson is currently the heart of the passing game over the middle, but we have to look at the reality of the business side. He is an incredible player who provides a safety valve for the quarterback, but his contract situation is looming over the facility. This star tight end is set to be a free agent in 2027, and that creates a massive question mark for the Vikings' salary cap. When we look at how he fits the team, he is the prototype for what this offense needs. However, the team has to be smart and prepare for a scenario where he might not be here forever. This is why looking at a young replacement makes so much sense for the front office right now. The player they are targeting from Oregon has a very similar playstyle to the current star on the roster. He is a big, strong athlete who is incredibly hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hands. This young prospect can play in various packages as a rookie, which would take some of the pressure off the veterans. He can win with his explosiveness in the passing game and use his natural strength to win as a blocker on the edge. This is the kind of player who makes the entire scheme work because he can stay on the field for every single down. If the team brings him in, they can use 2 tight end sets to confuse the defense and create huge lanes for the running backs. It is all about finding a player who can step into a featured role when the time is right. We have seen how much the offense struggles when a top target is missing, and having a high-end backup is the best insurance policy. This young prospect is not just a backup. He is a future star who could become a primary weapon in this system. He has the hands to catch tough passes in traffic and the speed to run away from safeties. The coaching staff loves players who are versatile and tough, and this prospect fits that description perfectly. By focusing on this position now, the Vikings are protecting themselves from a massive talent gap in the future. It is a strategic move that ensures the offense remains explosive and difficult to defend, no matter what happens with future contract negotiations in the coming years. This move is critical because it could help the Vikings win more games by simply making the offense more physical and reliable. If they make the right choice, they avoid the risk of failure that comes with having a one-dimensional passing attack. The season impact is huge because a rookie who can block and catch immediately makes life easier for everyone else on the field. It means the quarterback won't have to hold the ball as long, and the running backs will have bigger holes to run through. We are talking about direct consequences here. Choosing the right player means more touchdowns and fewer punts. If the team ignores this need, they risk losing their offensive identity if a key player gets hurt or leaves in free agency. This could be the difference between making a deep playoff run or watching the postseason from home. It is very simple to understand. Better players lead to better results on Sunday. The team needs to add playmakers who can handle the pressure of the NFL and perform when the game is on the line. By using a high pick on a talented athlete, they are showing that they are serious about winning now and in the future. The risk of doing nothing is far greater than the risk of taking a young player at a non-premium position. If the offense stays the same, opposing defenses will eventually figure out how to stop it. They need a new element that keeps the defense guessing and creates more scoring opportunities. This is about making sure the team has the talent to compete with the best in the league. If they can add a dynamic weapon, it opens up the entire playbook for the coaching staff. This could help them win more games against divisional rivals who have strong defenses. We want to see a team that is aggressive and prepared for every situation. This draft pick is the key to unlocking that potential and ensuring the team stays competitive for a long time. The consequence of a bad draft is years of mediocrity, and the fans deserve better than that. This is why every single decision made next week matters so much for the future of the Minnesota Vikings and their path back to the top of the standings. Let's look at the best-case scenario for the Vikings next week. If this works, the team lands a superstar who becomes a touchdown machine for the next decade. The offense becomes unstoppable because defenses can't cover everyone at once. This would be a dream come true for the fans and the coaching staff. But if it fails, the team has wasted a precious first-round pick on a player who can't adjust to the professional level. If this happens, the gap at the position becomes a glaring weakness that ruins the entire season. The tension is rising because the front office is under immense pressure to get this right. If they make a bold move and trade up for a defender like Caleb Downs, it could transform the defense into an elite unit. But if they give up too much draft capital and he doesn't perform, they will have no way to fix the other holes on the roster. Every choice has a massive consequence that could haunt the team for years. We have to wonder if they will play it safe or take a huge gamble on an upside player like Keldrick Falk. If Falk develops into a dominant pass rusher, the defense becomes terrifying. But if he remains a raw prospect with no production, the Vikings will struggle to stop opposing quarterbacks. The risk is real, and the clock is ticking. Will they prioritize positional value, or will they just take the best player available? If they ignore the secondary and focus on the offense, they might give up too many points to win games. But if they focus only on the defense, the offense might stall out in big moments. This is the dilemma that keeps general managers awake at night. The fans are waiting with bated breath to see which direction the team will go. One mistake can set the franchise back for 3 years. One great pick can lead them to a championship. The stakes have never been higher for this organization. We are seeing a high-stakes game of chess where every move could lead to a win or a total collapse. It is a moment of pure tension for everyone who loves this team and wants to see them succeed in the upcoming season. The Minnesota Vikings are at a crossroads as the draft approaches, and the choice is yours to weigh in on. We have looked at the potential of adding a young star like Kenyon Sadiq to secure the future of the offense. We have discussed the risks of the current contract situations and the need for immediate impact players. It all comes down to whether you believe the team should draft for need or simply take the best talent on the board. Be honest with me right now. Would you trust a rookie to eventually replace a star like TJ Hawkinson? Or would you rather see the team go after a big-name defender to help Brian Flores? This is a massive dilemma that will define the era under Kevin O'Connell. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion as a fan matters more than anything. Do you think a tight end at 18 is a smart move or a huge mistake? Let's get a conversation started right now. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Vikings draft strategy, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you this exclusive insider content. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss a breaking news update. We are going to be covering the draft live, and you won't want to miss a single second of the action. This team is on the verge of something big, and I am glad you are here to experience it with me. Thank you for watching and for being the best fans in the NFL. I will see you in the next video as we get ready for the big weekend.